don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this.
We're talking about it. We got girl bosses in space, and it's a tremendous accomplishment.
Taking up space!
I am so embarrassed to be a woman right now.
Listen, guys. Blue Origin sent an all-female expedition to space. The astronauts included Katy Perry, who genuinely, I'm going to show you some clips. I do not know what drug she's taking.
What you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself because you got to trust in yourself. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
And then Jeff Bezos' wife, Lauren Sanchez.
Fiance.
Second wife.
Oh, fiance.
Second fiance.
Yes.
Whatever.
Now, those two were the headliners because following them was CBS Morning's Gayle King, NASA rocket science, Aisha Bowe, who like these actual rocket scientists got like no play because Katy Perry was the centerpiece. She has an album to promote. And then the bioastronautics research scientist and Nobel Peace Prize nominee Amanda Nyan and entrepreneur, film producer Kieran Flynn. I'm going to show you this video.
Wynn, I think that name.
Wynn. I'm just going to show you the video. There's nothing else to say. Here's Katy Perry talking about her expedition in her new spacesuit designed by Lauren Sanchez to be glamorous.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And for me, like Gail said, this wasn't a ride, it wasn't a destination. It was a journey, and it was a supernatural one. Oh my gosh. And my journey has always been about love and belonging. And I think that we have all felt that sometimes we weren't worthy or we didn't belong in certain ways, no matter all the accolades, no matter all the studying, no matter anything. And I think today we all said it, like, we belong here. Mm-hmm. This is where we belong, and we feel very sure of that. So I think that you'll never know the amount of love that you have inside of you to give and to receive until the day you launch, because you're leaving all the love behind and you're surrendering and you're hoping that you get another chance to love them again. And so when you come back down, you're like, oh, I get another chance and I'm going to do it.
Oh my God. Now I'm.
That's facts to all of that.
I love it. I mean, did they keep everything, all women too? Like, no. It's not a manifest. It's a woman manifest. I mean, did they go all the way through? I want to know. I'm happy to questions.
Josh, I have some more color commentary for you. I'm happy to provide. So this was actually exclusively documented by Blue Origin's web channel. And the anchors and reporters kept explaining that unlike the men who went to space in the past, this mission was all about emotions.
Oh, golly.
So some of the anchors that covered this were also including Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian. And Khloe glossed about the moment at the landing with the words, quote, "It's literally so hard to explain right now." She also said, quote, "There's one woman whose grandfather is back there and he is 92 and they didn't even have transportation back then."
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Now, if you're wondering, like, what else is going on here? Quote, "Space is finally going to be glam," said Katy Perry. "Let me tell you something. If I could take glam up with me, I would do that. We are going to put the ass back in astronaut."
Well, they certainly did that. Those were some tight outfits, bell bottom.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
And so, I mean, how many layers of insane is this? One, this Blue Origin flight was attended by all these climate activists, and yet you had to pay, I think, a couple $1 million to get on. It was gifted by Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. But it's supposed to be for like tourism space travel. That definitely damaged the ozone. So maybe the girl bossery was a little bit short-sighted there. None of these women operated anything. It was just shot up and shot straight down. And the whole thing.
I was going to say.
No. So
they weren't even driving.
No,
they were only in zero gravity for like 3 minutes or something.
See, here I thought you have an all-woman crew flying into space. They weren't driving it.
No, they were riding.
They were
it was
riding.
a
Wow.
ride.
They were along for the ride.
It's insulting to say that, so we weren't supposed to say it was a ride.
Yeah, but you clearly,
You
Josh, you don't understand all the love that you contain, as Katy Perry now does, because she went up and down. I mean,
I'm just still confused by this. They didn't even control the vehicle. They didn't do any of the steering.
Nope.
I mean, I thought they all went up. All these women went into space because there was no curbs to run into.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, just imagine, Buzz Aldrin.
It was about the journey.
Neil Armstrong, these men who trained and had deep reverence for space and what they were undertaking, spoke very poetically about their experience. And you can debate whether or not they actually made it to the moon, but they went. And now we have basically the equivalent of social media captions and love and emotion feeling on a tourism trip and an intentionally all female glammed up big step for womankind.
Yeah.
With Khloe Kardashian commentating.
I'm just
like, you can't even
Katy
make
Perry and a Kardashian. It was overhyped. I find it hard to believe.
Poor Katy
How
Perry.
could you make up something? This is 8 layers of Twilight Zone here. I don't even, and then also all at the same time, remember when Elon Musk literally rescued NASA astronauts?
Yeah.
With SpaceX?
Yeah.
But this is they basically tried, and Katy Perry's promoting her tour. They're like, we're going to go to space to promote a pop star's tour.
I have to say, Tom, this is a first ballot Hall of Famer, Twilight Zone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I promise you, this is the tip of the iceberg. It's 10 layers more ridiculous. I don't have time to explain. But my favorite part too was all the ladies were getting very catty, all the female celebrities, because of course they're climate activists, right? They're like, this is dystopian. Jeff Bezos doesn't pay his taxes, and they, we're ruining the environment for 10 minutes in space to promote a tour. And I'm like, I kind of agree with them on this one, I have to say.
Yeah.
So
that was amazing.
But do you think that
Amazon's
do you think Amazon's going to get good coverage from CBS by having Gayle King go up on this flight? I mean,
I'm sure she had some thoughts. Katy Perry came down after 10 minutes and kissed the ground. That was also, she was kind of stealing the shine from the actual NASA Nobel Peace Prize winning lady.
Shocker.
Shocker to that. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is one of my favorite Twilight Zones. I literally was giggling putting this together this morning. You can't even make it up.
Pogo. It was out of this world.
Oh,
I'll end on that one.
That was from
well done. Great pun. Hey, if you like that clip, you definitely like the full show. We tackle the biggest headlines in news, culture, and politics live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hit that subscribe button now, and we'll see you then. Thanks for supporting the show.